The art of aura farming has been passed down from generation to generation, from media source to media source, whether it's in the 80s, whether it's in the 90s, whether it's in movies, TV shows, games, anime. The art of aura farming is a very fine and delicate art, only few can master. However, there are some characters out there who are just so cool, who are just always aura farming that it pretty much becomes a part of their character to a certain extent. And that definitely applies to all the characters we will be talking about in today's video. These characters have one job when they come on screen. Come on screen, look cool, and leave. That's it. So without further ado, let's just hop right into the video. Alright, so for this first one, this one should be obvious, this one should be a given. This is literally the character who started this whole aura farming meme. That is Piccolo from Dragon Ball. I honestly don't even know where to start with this guy. I really don't. To be honest, I could sit here and talk about all the cool fights he's had. I could sit here and talk about all the cool quotes he's had. But I'm gonna just put it very short and simple for Piccolo. Every time Piccolo is on screen, what is the one thing this man is doing? Think about it. Every time he shows up on screen, what is the first thing Piccolo is doing? He's looking off into the fucking distance with his cape flowing. That is the coolest thing ever. I don't even know how to put it in words. Like, dude, he's literally just standing there. He can just stand and do nothing and look out into space like he's lost, and people will still say that he's cool. And you want to know why? Because it's the coolest shit ever. Seriously, look at this image of Piccolo. Literally 5 minutes away from this picture being taken, he literally gets throttled and thrashed all around the battlefield and looks like an embarrassment, but still, that does not take away from the fact that when he showed up at first, he showed up clean as hell. He showed up with that shit on. He showed up with all the drip. Seriously, no one can ever take away Piccolo's drip. That's why there's the meme of, yes, Piccolo, we see the fit. Because that's all he ever does. He just tries to show off his cape. Like, bro, we have been seeing this cape since fucking early Dragon Ball. Yet the animators still feel the need to show us his cape flowing in the wind. And that's for one specific reason. It's because it just looks cool. This is what he's been doing for years now. This is quite literally Piccolo's craft. He is the OG aura farmer. Every person I talk about on this list, Piccolo is their grandfather in terms of aura farming. This man started it all. Our boy Piccolo somehow manages to look cool even while getting his ass beat. Exhibit A. Look at this one image of Gohan and Piccolo looking at this blast that sailed through. This thing is literally on their nose. Like, seriously, if they even go 1 centimeter forward, they're cooked. They are barbecued, right? But they're just looking at it straight-faced, capes flowing in the wind. Like, he even taught Gohan the art of aura farming. This dude's like 11 years old at this time. That's crazy. And that leads us into our next character that we're going to be talking about today, and that character is Itachi Uchiha. This should come as no surprise to any Naruto fan. This guy is literally like in the top 3 most popular Naruto characters, and that's honestly for good reason. One cool thing about Itachi for me is that he was introduced very, very early on into the series, being mentioned by Sasuke. Like, literally that was like chapter 2 or 3 of Naruto, and we don't get to see this dude until like after the Chunin exams. I believe that's like over 100 chapters in the manga. Like, literally we don't get to see bro until like chapter 100 something for the very first time. And up until then, he was mentioned by multiple people, not just Sasuke, right? So for us to finally see him, and the first thing he does when we see him is he pretty much incapacitates Kakashi. Yeah, he literally one-shots this man by looking at him. Keep in mind, up to this point, Kakashi was known as one of the most powerful ninja we've seen up to this point, and to see him be absolutely decimated by Itachi by just looking at him, oh yeah, this dude's a menace, an absolute monster. Now, what makes Itachi a top-tier aura farmer is the fact that literally most of the time he's not even trying to be cool. Piccolo, he always tries to be cool, but the thing about Itachi is he doesn't try to be cool. Most of his cool moments aren't from him being a tryhard. Most of his cool moments actually come from him showing off jutsu that just completely floor his opponent in one way or another. Jutsu that make you as the reader or watcher have your jaw on the floor the entire time it's happening. Like for instance, let's just start off with one of his most popular scenes when he first activated Amaterasu in that hotel room, right? Like, dude, when he first activated Amaterasu, me watching that the first time, I genuinely thought this motherfucker was invincible. I thought in my head, there's no way anybody is stopping a guy who can literally summon fire on you by looking at you. So not only can he knock you out by looking at you, he can also summon fire on top of you by just looking at you. Like, dude, I genuinely thought this dude was invincible. I thought Sasuke was way out of his league, which he honestly was, but seriously, man, at the time, that had my jaw on the floor. Don't even get me started on that time when he first activated his Susanoo. The first ever time we saw a Susanoo in the series, I genuinely thought that Sasuke was cooked. Honestly, I thought that he was already cooked from the get-go, but this kind of confirmed my thought. I was just like, dude, Sasuke, there's no way Sasuke's walking away from this alive. There is absolutely no way, but somehow, some way, he did. However, Itachi wasn't just good on the battlefield. This dude also said some of the realest quotes in like all of fiction. To be honest, this dude literally solos any Harvard University professor because this man said some of the realest things you've ever said in your life. For instance, from Itachi Revelations 2 verse 3, this man once said, and I quote, "Every single one of us goes through life depending on and bound by our individual knowledge and awareness, and we call that reality. However, both knowledge and awareness are both equivocal. One's reality might be someone else's illusion. We all live inside our own fantasies, don't you think?" I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the best quote I've ever heard in my life. Like, there is no hyperbole in that statement. That is literally the best quote I've ever heard in my life. It's honestly one of the only quotes that actually made me question my own reality. But honestly, if I sat here and talked about all of Itachi's cool moments, this video would be like 2 hours long. So what do you say we just move on to the next person? Now for the final aura farmer, we have Dante from Devil May Cry. Now, for those of you who have not played a Devil May Cry game, number 1, I need you to go do that right now. These games are absolute peak. And number 2, don't worry, I will give you a very good in-depth explanation as to who Dante is and as to why he belongs on this list. To be honest, all you really need to know about Dante is that he likes to eat pizza, he likes ice cream sundaes, and he hunts demons for a living, and he's a half demon, half human hybrid who takes it upon himself to hunt other demons so that, you know, other people can feel safe. And one more thing about Dante, he has a twin brother named Virgil, and I'm not going to talk about Virgil too much in this video because he honestly deserves his own video. I'm not lying when I say that. Virgil is probably like top 3 video game characters of all time, but we're not here to talk about that right now. No, we're here to talk about Dante. So Dante, I'm not even sure where to start with Dante, to be honest. There's multiple reasons why Dante is like such a top tier aura farmer. I guess I'll start with like the number 1 reason I like Dante. So for me, the main reason I gravitate to Dante as a character so much is because Dante takes the term aura farming and he literally incorporates that into everything he does. Everything Dante does has to look cool some way, somehow. Everything, bro. There is not one thing Dante does in any of these games that does not look or sound cool for whatever reason. To be honest, like, I'm not sure why he does it, but honestly, I'm very glad it does happen because we get moments like this. And we also get moments like this.
enough for road rash.
But you can't forget about the moments like this.
Is it Halloween already? That costume looks a little big. I thought you had better taste than that.
Yeah, I'm sure you see what I mean when I say that Dante is like a top tier aura maxer. Everything he does has to look cool, even him breathing, bro. Like seriously, bro, he could just be eating a slice of pizza, as he always does, and he still looks cool even while doing that. Somehow, some way, bro. This man finds a way to look cool even in the most dire situation. And all that is not to mention the fact that Dante talks to all of his opponents like they're kids. Keep in mind, this man is fighting demons who have been around for thousands upon thousands of years. They have seen things Dante has not seen. They've done things Dante has never done, but he still talks to them like he's their father, scolding them, telling them not to take more than one cookie from the fucking cookie jar. And then after he's done beating the boss's ass, he sometimes takes the boss's like soul or essence or whatever, and it turns into weapons that he can use later on in the game. This dude literally takes every one of his opponent's abilities and uses it for himself. Not all of them, but some of them definitely give him top tier weapons. And just in case you don't believe me, just look at this clip of Dante absolutely obliterating this like demon knight thing or whatever, and after that it turns into a demon motorcycle that he can not only ride around the city at like Mach 6, this motherfucker can turn it into a lawnmower thing or whatever and just mow down demons and just absolutely obliterate everything in his path. Peak gameplay. Look at this clip of Dante literally beating a 3-headed Cerberus demon dog who is like the king of the underworld or some shit.
Leave at once. Only kings of the underworld may enter these gates. You shall not pass.
Oh, easy there, fella. Hey, I remember stinky little pooch just like you.
You insult me, foul-scented creature.
And he not only absolutely obliterates this motherfucker after belittling him and calling him a pooch, he also takes his essence and pretty much uses it as like demon ice nunchucks. I'm telling you, bro, these games are fucking crazy. Me talking about it does not do it justice. But you know what? Dante has a lot of cool moments throughout the series, and I only talked about a few. And you can already tell that Dante is, like I said, top tier aura farmer. He's probably the best one on this list because he literally embodies it and turns it into his entire personality. This man lives, eats, and breathes aura farming. Now, don't get me wrong, Piccolo is a close second when it comes to this, but you just can't beat Dante in my opinion. You can't beat scenes like this.
Hey, get out of here! This was a bad move! Go! You're just dead weight!
Seriously, there is no competing with that. Tell me when Piccolo can do that, and maybe he'll be number one. But until then, Dante definitely deserves to be at the top of this list, and when Piccolo and Itachi can do half the things Dante can do, come back and tell me, and maybe I'll change the list.